but it wasn't the language of the church in the early days of the church when there were tons of exorcisms, when the language of the church was Greek. So it's just stupid Roman Catholic superstition. Now, did you know that MKUltra Project 121 is the specific project where the CIA studied witchcraft and shamanism and sorcery to try to master and understand it? We don't exactly know what was going on. This is at the beginning detailing the money. So it wasn't a whole lot of money, but basically they put this one professor in charge of trying to master and understand the methods of the indigenous people for the treatment of their mental disturbances and their mental health. And that could be going both ways, right? That could be how a shaman gets possessed, or how a shaman thinks he dispossesses a person who is possessed. It's Subproject 121 of MKUltra, which is, as you've heard me say for many, many years, dozens and dozens of projects. And that's only from the 7 boxes that I think we do know were retrieved. And I think Helms destroyed the other 7 boxes of MKUltra before the 7 were saved. So there's 14 boxes, 7 destroyed, 7 that we know of, maybe 8. I'll show you the list here in a second. And we'll look at some of the highlights of these projects. But we're talking about this because, again, we see that demonic possession is not just in the purview of, or the occult of, superstitious Christians and Orthodox or Roman Catholic people. The CIA was actively studying sorcery, possession, mushrooms, Amanita muscaria, etc. All of this throughout dozens of MKUltra projects. Hey, Jamie, could you make me some coffee? And we're going to look at that in a minute. And we're also going to touch on some more of the socialism again with... Actually, before we go to the MKUltra stuff, I should finish the socialism thing. So, this is Paulo Freire, who is the Brazilian Marxist socialist. And this is a great article where it talks about how when Klaus wrote his Fourth Industrial Revolution, he was really just repackaging Marxism, socialism, liberation theology from people like Paulo Freire. And again, we need to understand that Fabian socialism is classical Marxism reformed. Classical Marxism failed in certain key areas. It was never able to get the proletariat to rise up. It was never able to establish and create a world revolution with those workers. So that was a key thing that Marxists and socialists after this period of early Marxism figured out. And so you had certain Marxist socialists who were very pro-Bolshevik, very pro-Marx. They weren't anti-Marx. They were just saying that this strategy isn't working. We got to figure out a better way to do this. So they decided to align themselves with monopoly capital, big industrialists, Henry Ford, people like that, who was influenced by and did get into Fabian socialism. In fact, they were so influential and had such a wide range that they even attracted Chesterton. Did you know Chesterton was involved in the Fabian socialists?